Naysayer Nation, welcome back to the Aftershow Podcast. Hope you had a wonderful week. Unless you were in the Epstein files, then fuck you. we got a lot to talk about. Thank you all once again for spending your Sundays with us. We're gonna talk about the leaked state of play that I also covered on the channel. We'll talk about what we expect when the thing goes live. Jay actually did his homework for once, so we can actually do a proper review of Wonder Man, which I have a lot to say. Pretty much the main reason I'm here instead of watching anime.
Well, I'm interested to hear what you have to say because I don't know. Interested.
Oh, yeah. You hear that? You hear that, chat? It's going to be a spicy one. Get ready for a fight. And we'll also talk about
I don't think so, but maybe we'll see.
We'll also talk about Highguard, which launched, and that was definitely an interesting week. A lot to say there. It's obviously it wasn't Concord 2, but it's weird. So many people are trying to make it Concord 2. So, well, it's interesting.
Yeah, I have definitely things to say about that too.
Yeah, we'll have some stuff to say about that. But first, what's up, chat? Eastwood, old man, finally got up in this first. Congratulations. Second is Geo. Suck it, loser. Better let next.
Yeah, week. Loser.
What's up, Sir Patrick? What's up, Gabe? What's up, Calvin? LTM, appreciate all y'all hanging out once again for another week of us yapping. The actor who plays what should have cast as T'Challa. Well, apparently they are circling their new T'Challa. Apparently they sent an invitation to DC's Green Lantern, but it's looking more and more like the actor from Snowfall is going to be the new Black Panther.
As long as there's a new Black Panther. You know, when I was watching Stranger Things, I thought the kid that played Lucas could actually be a young Black Panther. He kind of looks a little bit like a young, maybe not totally like a young Chadwick, but like you could see. I feel like he could, if they wanted to go that young, and he's like 23 or so now. I think he could have been a good choice.
Oh yes, but I like the dude from him. So I think his name is Idris. He's really good. I like him.
I'm not familiar, so but I listen. As long as we get a new Black Panther, yeah. I don't care.
You got to watch Snowfall. Great show. Snowfall. Amazing show. If you love The Wire, you'll love Snowfall.
Okay.
Definitely classic. Idris, obviously not Idris Elba. No. We're talking about Snowfall. He's like probably 30 years younger than Idris Elba.
Speaking of Idris Elba, though, he showed up in a trailer, I think, this week as well. I don't know if we talked about if it was this week or last week.
Was it you talk about the He-Man trailer?
Yeah,
we talked a little bit about He-Man. Yeah. I'm not a He-Man enjoyer all that much. I watched it a little bit when I was a kid. I'm not a super He-Man fan, so the movie doesn't move me at all. But I might watch it. Damson Idris,
Damson Idris.
Gabe is very familiar with all the attractive Black men in Hollywood. So glad.
Okay, I see it. Yeah, like instantly. He kind of looks like a little bit like a young, in one of the pictures I'm looking at, a kind of a young Eddie Murphy.
I gotta see that. Yeah, he was also in Formula One as well. I haven't seen that yet, but
I haven't either. He's 34 though.
Yeah, but he looks younger though.
Yeah,
and T'Challa is supposed to be grown.
Yeah, I just wasn't. I feel like if we're gonna I feel like Doomsday and whatever the next one is setting up the Great Reset. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for the X-Men going for I wouldn't mind, like, because like the Luke guy from Stranger Things, he's 20, yeah, he's 23. He looks 35, and he plays 16. So,
Yeah.
so I'm not like, Tom Holland is technically out of college, and he's like 35. He's like 30
Right.
something. Yeah,
Well, I mean,
so
all those kids were supposed to be in high school
yeah,
still.
yeah. So
I
it's
mean,
like,
the girl that played Nancy is like 30 something.
yeah. So I'm not worried about him being 30. He looks very, very useful, and it's fine. He looks the right age to be T'Challa. I'm not worried about that at all.
Yeah,
And
no, I get it. I'm fine with it. I just, like I said, I feel like we're about to hit the great reset, and a lot of characters can get recast, and I just want them to be younger so that they stay in the roles for a long period of time. That's all.
Yeah, I feel like 30 is a fine age to be Black Panther going forward. I think that
Oh my
should be.
God, Gio, you're already about to get banned. Do not even read. Do not even read. Gio is like a little extra this week.
The Tamagotchi life. Wow, I vaguely heard about this.
Yeah, he has not like literally stopped talking about it. Like every 3 things he like posts is about that.
Fair enough, 35 could play 57. I've seen. I remember what Travis looks like. I can vouch for that. he
I
can
mean, I'm
definitely.
45. You can probably pull 35. You know, a little
Travis
just for men.
Travis can definitely play JayShockblast in the movie. I believe. Actor's age like wine. Yes, it's all the unicorn blood they drink. Speaking of actors, let's get right into Wonder Man and our review, because I remember when I first saw the Wonder Man trailer, I was like, "Huh, I think this is going to be really good." It reminds me of like Birdman. I think this is going to be very different from what we typically get from Marvel in a good way. And I'm happy to report I was 120% correct. The only thing I was wrong about is that I thought it was good. I didn't think it would be a fucking masterpiece, which Wonder Man is. Wonder Man is, in my opinion, arguably the best show Marvel has ever produced since maybe season 1 Daredevil on Netflix. I think Wonder Man was fan fucking tastic. It was incredible. The acting was next level, tremendous. You can tell that Kevin Feige had very little involvement in this actual show, because unlike pretty much every other Disney Plus series, it had a coherent beginning, middle, and end. It didn't feel just like a 4-hour movie that they cut up into 6 episodes. Every character had really good arcs. It was extremely well shot. The writing was fantastic. Some of the dialogue was legitimately moving. They did an incredible job of the world building. I thought it was absolutely, like, I know we all memed on the Mandarin, but they actually redeemed him in this by making him legitimately feel like it was worth putting him in the MCU, because Ben Kingsley's Travis salary was absolutely unbelievable. I'm sure JayShockblast is going to vehemently disagree, and that's why you love to tune into the Aftershow podcast to hear us argue.
I'm not.
What's up, Cafe?
I'm not actually going to disagree with you. I thought the show was fantastic, and I thought it was a great Disney Plus show. I don't think it was a Marvel show. Like he vaguely has powers. We only know anything because of Trevor Slattery, and there's no tie-in. There's no payoff. You know what I mean? So like, I don't. I think if this was like any other Marvel show where the difference is everybody like was fantastic in the show, right? But like the difference between this and She-Hulk is fantastic acting. You know what I mean?
And writing.
Yeah, and writing. Yes. No, I will not dispute whatsoever that it was a fantastically written show. I felt a lot of things about it. My wife loved it. Like, I just feel like the argument needs to be made that like it is still everything we have complained about these Disney Plus Marvel shows being, which is like a weird, like, I don't know. It's just like we're not like getting the Marvel side enough. And where do we go with Wonder Man? Like, obviously it's not hard to take what happens at the end and put it somewhere. You know, he's got to land somewhere. But you know, other than damage control, you could get away with not even thinking this was Marvel at all. And that's fine because like as a standalone show, phenomenal. I thought I don't know if I'm going to butcher his name, Yahya Abdul Mateen. I thought he was a Black Manta, right?
Yes.
Phenomenal. Like, honestly, like, just incredible actor. I think he's going to get a lot of good opportunities because of this, as Simon Williams does because of, you know, the show. I will say, I saw it coming as soon as they were driving in the last episode, as soon as they were driving to the guy's job, I thought they were going to be doing a remake of that Cowboy. It was like Cowboy Junkie or something, whatever the movie that him and Trevor saw when they met. Yeah. I thought that was what he was basically doing. But as soon as I saw him driving, I'm like, oh no, he works for the government. And then I'm like, oh, this is okay. This makes sense. Like that's what he's doing. But like, I don't know. It would have been nice if like at the end, Sam Wilson showed up. You know what I mean? Like there was no after credit scene. If there was some after credit scene and they show the landing and Sam Wilson is there, you know, or something like that. Something to like tie it in and bring him into the fold. You know, I thought that was the point of damage control. Like someone would figure out what they were up to and find their way in to help him out. I'm okay with the way they did it. Like story-wise, great. But like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like I don't think as far as what the way they handled the entirety of the show, I don't see much of a difference. Like when you get past all the good stuff it does between a She-Hulk and a Miss Marvel and this. Does that make sense?
No, I think Jay is completely wrong. Has no idea what he's talking about. I vehemently disagree with everything he said, except for the parts about it being good. I think this is in a completely different universe from She-Hulk. I think She-Hulk, especially if you're just talking about tie-ins with Marvel, I think She-Hulk had the exact opposite issue. She-Hulk was aggressively Marvel, tying everything possible to try to keep She-Hulk connected to the Marvel universe, to give her outs and excuses to pop up, and pretty much everything they added tons of new characters. They added tons of new characters to the lore. They had cameos from the Hulk. They did the literal plant. They butchered it, but they literally speed ran the Planet Hulk storyline and brought his son. They had Wong. They freaking introduced what appears to be Wolverine, a Wolverine, the first Wolverine sighting. They were, I think, the first project to actually bring up the giant Celestial in the ocean, which ended up dying in. So I think it did the exact opposite. It was trying to be an aggressive Marvel show, just in its own way, and I think that Wonder Man was closer to what WandaVision was before it fell apart in the second half, where it's just trying to tell a really interesting and contained. Actually, I think it's more in line with like kind of the philosophy Gunn had with the DCU, where he said he likes to tell he likes to take a part of the universe and like tell stories within it. And I thought Wonder Man was just trying to tell a really cool, compelling story while also exposing us to a different part of the Marvel universe, and actually just kind of building it up. Because I feel like the problem with a lot of the Marvel stuff is that, especially last phases, like they try to focus on this kind of huge big picture stuff, and with the multiverse and all this other slop, and it kind of neglected the world building, the more ground level world building that made Marvel, in my opinion, a lot more interesting in the beginning, with your Agents of Shield and stuff like, and your street level Daredevil and Luke Cage and stuff like that. And I felt like they lost track of it. Like, it's insane that it took that long to just acknowledge that there's a giant celestial made of adamantium in the fucking ocean. Like, what are we doing? And like, they had all this stuff going on. Like, even the writer, even the producers and everything couldn't fucking keep track of everything. So it was nice that they just took a story, kept the stakes relatively small and grounded, while also expanding in their own way the Marvel universe. Like, I completely disagree that it wasn't a Marvel show. It just wasn't a shitty Marvel show.
It really, there's barely anything Marvel related to it.
I completely disagree.
I feel like if the acting was worse, that people wouldn't be complaining about the acting. They would be complaining that it was not related. Like, if they're going to take time and money and spend it on a Marvel project, I want it to feel like something that's Marvel. I don't want it to be just some and again, I loved the show. It was a great show. Don't get me wrong. My just biggest complaint is that it didn't feel very Marvel. It just felt like you could have called him like Strong Guy, and and just like it could have just been anything.
I completely disagree. They took Wonder Man's very well documented stories and themes around acting and Hollywood, and turned it into a legitimately great show, while also expanding the Marvel universe and setting up future projects. For example, we know the Department of Damage Control is going to play a very big role in Spider-Man Brand New Day, which drops later this year. So having Wonder Man as a lead into that, and giving us more insight and more stuff around the Department of Damage Control makes a lot of sense. They added the Doorman episode, one of the best episodes of any superhero show.
Oh my god, we got a Doorman show. I mean, again, it was great. I loved that episode was great.
It was great, but it also,
who cares about Doorman?
That's not the point. As I was about to say, apart from the fact that it was just a great episode, and I thought it was a really, really cool way of just expanding on what was a footnote, like, oh, why can't hero people be actors? Like, giving us a whole incredible episode explaining that was great, but it also expanded the Marvel universe, because Doorman got his powers from Roxxon, and at that point, up to that point in the MCU, Roxxon was just completely like an afterthought, which is underutilized. It was just a thing in the background. And now, thanks to Wonder Man, they've established, oh, Roxxon is actually a big fucking problem. like we got this crazy, this really cool, story of and cautionary tale about the price of fame, but we also have this really major lore point of Roxxon doing these experiments, which gave him these powers, which, by the way, is also how we got Cloak and Dagger, another Marvel property that hope they tie in later on down the line, because Doorman and Tyrone share the same, pretty much the same origin. I thought that was a really cool way to tie all that together, and while also serving the plot of Wonder Man. I think the cool thing that they did was they expanded the Marvel show without like dumbing it down and just doing like cheap cameos and stuff for the Marvel. Like, they actually put stuff in there for fans to pick out and be like, oh, that's interesting, and lay out breadcrumbs for stuff that's going to be coming out in future Marvel projects. Yeah, sure. A Sam Wilson cameo at the end would have been interesting. I literally just personally, I would not have given I would not have given a shit at all. But I think that it wasn't even necessary, because we know, because I thought from just watching and paying attention, like, it was, they did what they needed to do in terms, and did it in interesting ways in terms of grounding Wonder Man into the Marvel universe, without saying, oh, let's bring in Wong for his 10,000th cameo, or it's just something useless like that, like what She-Hulk did, for example. I didn't think it was necessary for them to do that, and I'm actually personally glad they didn't do that, and just let the writing and the acting speak for itself, while also giving Marvel fans some really cool shit to look over and theorize about. I think they did a fantastic job.
That was a great Disney Plus show. I enjoyed it.
I wouldn't even call it a great Disney Plus show. I think Disney Plus is dog shit. I think it was just a great show.
Yeah. It was a great show. It was a great TV show. Hopefully the next Marvel project is great.
The next one is Daredevil Born Again season 2, which, now that they had the kind of a rough start because of the way they had to like rework a bunch of stuff, because the original creators got fired because they looked at it and said, oh, this is shit. And I felt the first season felt like kind of a mix mash, and like the pacing was really off, but it got better as it went along. So season 2 should be, I think, a lot stronger. The trailer which we got to see was really good, so I'm looking forward to it. I think this might be the first time in that I can remember where we're getting back-to-back really good live action Marvel shows.
Yeah. Marvel adjacent anyway.
Marvel shows, yeah. Jay's going to stick with it, but yeah, Wonder Man objectively
again, loved it. Marvel adjacent. That's I think also why it's a spotlight.
Yeah, Marvel adjacent. A Marvel show takes place in the Marvel universe, has Marvel characters. It's a Marvel show, and I'm glad it's not, and I'm glad it wasn't like She-Hulk.
I did not want it to necessarily be like She-Hulk. I just wanted it to be like, I wanted it to have like a point.
A Sam Wilson cameo.
I just brought him, the first person that comes to mind. I needed there to be a reason for all of it, And I thought, again, loved the show, enjoyed it. My wife loved it, but it could have been called anything. And sure, there were cool little tie-ins. We got Doorman before we got Nova. Okay, but
no one cares about Nova.
I think people are finding out who Doorman is for the first time. Mostly, like 99% of the people that saw that, like, Googling Doorman. I'm sure if you look at Google Analytics, it goes like this.
For sure, and I'm sure 100% of people who saw Doorman were not thinking, man, I can't believe we got Doorman before Nova, except for I think you're literally.
I'm sure they thought about all the other litany of characters that we haven't gotten. But again, that is like the perfect type of thing to actually. I think that was actually a really good way to mix in to this type of show and have that type of character, because it did tell exactly what you said. It told the story of why, you know, the actors can't have superpowers. And actually the sleep scene where Simon falls asleep and how he wakes up, I thought that was actually kind of shocking. And I was like, oh my God, that can't be it. That can't be real.
Yeah.
That was really good too. Again, I loved the show. I feel like I'm only using She-Hulk as an example because of how bad it was, but how it also, like, a lot of people complained about, yeah, it did try to force some stuff into it, but like, or I guess maybe Secret Invasion might be a better example about how, like, okay, there were some scrolls, but like, what are we doing here? This is just a detective story kind of thing.
No, I think the problem with Secret Invasion is that it was just dog shit.
Again, I understand. Like, I am not like, this is a 10 out of 10 show. It's a 7 out of 10 Marvel show. Like, yeah. I needed a little bit more reason for it to be Marvel. That's all. Just a little bit more. And it could have been like, I don't know, all right, this all makes sense. We went through all of this so that X person could find them. Like, all right, this is how we discovered, you know, Simon Williams' Wonder Man, you know, and maybe we get that whenever he lands in whatever TV show or movie that ends up being.
He just started a war with the Department of Damage Control. What more do you want?
I understand that, but like, I needed something to tell me, like, why. You know, I needed there's just that one little step left. He didn't need to go break him out.
He did. He made it clear that after he got everything that he wanted, he felt that it wasn't right that his friend, his only friend, is going to be rotting away in prison for the rest of his life in order to make his dream happen.
I
thought it was fitting that he went and made it right by saying, you know what, fuck the Department of Damage Control, I'm getting you out.
I didn't hate it, okay, and it makes sense. I 100% agree. I just didn't think Trevor did a good enough job explaining, like, in the moment, like, fighting it all for what he believed in, and then yes, he goes and he does this grand gesture. And yes, I understand why it resonates. But again, to me, in order for it to be the proper Marvel experience, like, I want to know what the end game is. That's what I mean. Like,
I think that's what made a lot of Marvel shows kind of and projects kind of ask, because I agree with what Kevin Feige said about how he wanted to have more self-contained shows. Like, the reason why, this is why I think this is kind of just a kind of a silly complaint. Like, people didn't complain with the Netflix Daredevil that they didn't have fucking cameos from Hulk and Thor. Like, they liked that it wasn't aggressively trying to tie everything together into every Marvel project, because they were already doing that. They had the movies that were with the post-credit scenes, everything like that would lead into all this stuff. Like, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was trying for early on to, like, tie in to everything going on in the movies. Like, they famously had, like, this whole arc that was just there to give context to the introduction scene of Age of Ultron. And I felt the show got better when it just focused on telling a really cool story instead of trying to connect everything perfectly to set up the next content farm. Like, I think that's why the Netflix stuff resonated so well, because they just focused on telling really good stories instead of trying to just shove 50 cameos down your throat and set up the next $300 million project. Like, I think that was the better choice, and most of the audience will agree. So I don't understand why Wonder Man is suddenly bad for effectively doing exactly what Luke Cage and Daredevil did.
Right, because those shows were all leading to Defenders, and we knew that. And we started to see those people tie in with each other on the different shows. You know, Jessica Jones, we see Luke Cage. Luke Cage, we see, you know, Iron Fist. We see all of them eventually get together. So
eventually,
like, we knew
because
that
they got multiple seasons.
Right. And if I need, I all I'm saying is I don't know what they're going to do with Wonder Man here. We're talking about a very, like, obviously at this point a D-list character, but in his day one of the more original Avengers, not like the original, but like he was one of the first like 10 to 12 Avengers. Like, so I want to know, okay, you're bringing us Wonder Man. Okay, we know that he's a great actor and we know this story, but why are you bringing us Wonder Man? Every character they've brought us, we know a why. You know, I mean, even Echo, we know why Echo got her show, because she's a spinoff from another show. Like, again, it's the thing we argued about with Hawkeye. Hawkeye was like a Christmas show. You know what I mean? We wanted to see more Hawkeye stuff. And, you know, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., good point. But Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was still a Marvel show. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. still knew what it was. We were always fighting crime and looking for, you know, Inhumans and whatever it may be.
Yeah, so did Wonder Man. So Wonder Man just happened to be a Marvel show from the perspective of ground level
and maybe we'll feel different. Maybe I'll feel different a year from now, or even 6 months from now, when they find a way, when he lands in like freaking Brooklyn or something, and he's hanging out with Spider-Man. I don't know, like helping him with damage control. I don't think that's actually going to happen, but
I feel like it's so obvious that with the damage control connection that they're setting him up, they're setting him up for that, and he'll probably pop up in Doomsday or Secret Wars.
and when I see how that happens, that might change my opinion a little bit about the way they handled the show. But as of right now, I'm left wondering, okay, so he's gone. What now?
Also,
that's literally my only complaint about the show, is I just wanted it to feel a little more Marvel. And because it's not because of like the character or the show or anything, it's because I want to know that when they're putting resources into a Marvel show, they made this instead of that. All right. And I watched the Marvel shows for the Marvel experience. I'm glad this happened. It's a phenomenal show. I hope is it Yaya? Is that how you pronounce it? Do you know?
Yeah.
Yaya?
Yeah.
Okay. I hope he gets a million amazing roles out of this, because, like, honestly, what do they give TV shows? Emmys?
Yeah.
You get an Emmy out of this, I would imagine. I hope he gets an Emmy. Like, he was that good. He was really good. But like, could have been any character, and instead of superpowers, it could have been like he was hiding as a fugitive. You know what I mean? Like, he could have really done anything with it.
It could have been any character, of course, who has a background in the comics as being an actor.
Yeah, it could have been anything, really. And that's, again, I'm not taking away from how great the show was at all. I'm just saying that for my Marvel shows, I just want more Marvel. Like, that's just what I want.
It just felt like felt like you didn't think it was enough slop to
no, it didn't have to be slop. It could have been just good. It could have just been good Marvel stuff. You know, like, it didn't feel like a Marvel show for most of the series, for like most of the episodes. Like, you only would have known it was a Marvel show if you knew who Simon Williams and Wonder Man were. If you had no, like, my wife would have had no idea that was a Marvel show if I just showed it to her. The average viewer would have had no idea it was a Marvel show if you just watched it. Yeah.
If you just watched it and just ignored all the Marvel stuff in it, sure.
Don't act like any of that is like more than just your advanced level Marvel fan is going to get the Marvel references. Do you really think that most like people are going to get the little hints and references? Like, Wonder Man is not like a popular character. Like, has not been relevant in a long time.
Neither was Echo. Like, what do you mean?
Right? No, I agree with you completely. But you knew Echo was a Marvel show because you had Kingpin,
which is the only reason people watch the show. Like, it was
exactly. It was bad. It was a bad show.
There was no reason it should have been made. Like
exactly.
She shouldn't even been in the Hawkeye show.
I don't disagree. I'm just saying that, like, if it weren't for the fact that the acting was so phenomenal, the story was so phenomenal, people would be complaining because of way more, because there's just not enough Marvel going on.
Literally, the only way you would not know this was a Marvel show is if you pretty much never watched any like Marvel content. Like, come on, you wouldn't know, especially in recent years, you wouldn't recognize the Mandarin, which they reference multiple times. You wouldn't recognize it, you wouldn't know anything about Department of Damage Control, which not only is being promoted as part of Brand New Day, it was a major plot point in Miss Marvel. It was a major plot point in Spider-Man.
Very easy to miss. Like your average
in his last Spider-Man movie. Like, what are you talking about?
Your average movie enjoyer, your average person that doesn't follow it as closely as we do, could absolutely miss that and not understand. Absolutely.
Well,
I think you're giving people too much credit.
That you could. I think you're kind of proving my point. Like, it's not. You're saying it's not a Marvel. It's saying it's not a Marvel show, but it has all this Marvel stuff in it. But you don't think people would recognize it as a Marvel show, even though you're literally the only person I've seen make this argument. But you're like, what's the point in putting Marvel stuff in there if extra Marvel stuff in there if, in your opinion, people don't even watch like recent Marvel stuff? Like I wouldn't
have made Wonder Man show.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have made this.
We know you would have made Nova.
I'm not even advocating for Nova, but like this never made sense. Like, actually, Squirrel Girl would have made way more sense than Wonder Man. Like, this is an art project to me.
We know,
and that's great. I loved it. Like, again,
he's a Squirrel Girl fan. We exposed him. We know we got him.
It would have made more sense. It would have made more sense.
We got
like
him.
To me, like I look at it like wrestling, right? Okay, so we had the Royal Rumble yesterday, and Roman Reigns won. Okay, great. Roman Reigns, he won another one. Cool. But it would have made way more sense if like LA Knight won, because that's what the fans wanted. And that's what I'm saying about like why it would make way more sense to do a Squirrel Girl show than it would a Wonder Man show, just on the surface level. I am unfortunately a Lord Squirrel Girl. I did it for the meme.
Appreciate the follow, Marnie. We'll get to the state of play later on after we're done.
We're going in circles at this point. We might as well just go right to it.
Making fun of Jay for being wrong.
Okay. Well, okay. So what if Simon Williams was I don't know, Matt Damon?
What Simon Williams was Matt Damon? It would still be a great show. What do you mean?
Okay.
I mean, it'd be weird to see Matt Damon not be Loki, but I understand what the actor has to do with it. Like the reason why the show is great is because it's a great show.
I agree. It was a great show.
They got great actors.
Yep.
They got good writers. They got a good director, and they put out an amazing fucking show. It doesn't matter if it was
a great Disney Plus show.
It doesn't matter if it was Matt Damon, as long as it was a great actor. Like, what do you mean? It's irrelevant.
It's a great Disney Plus show. I agree. 10 out of 10 Damon Disney Plus show.
Matt Damon also great. Yeah.
Again, I give him all the awards. I agree. He was a great actor. Like, I just not what I want from him. I don't want the Marvel. That's not what I want out of the Marvel projects. That's all I'm saying. I don't think that's unfair.
He needs more cameos.
No, I just need more Marvel. I want a Marvel story. I want like what we get.
It was a Marvel story. It was an objectively
Marvel
story. Objectively Marvel. It pretty
Marvel
much
adjacent.
It was about a
low level Marvel.
It was about a Marvel character with Marvel superpowers.
We saw them for about 2 minutes total.
Yeah, because the main villain, the antagonist of the of the entire story was the Department of Damage Control, who have been
Hung out in their
now
boardrooms.
who have now been in multiple major Marvel projects. Like this is objectively a Marvel show. Like your complaint doesn't even make any sense. Like it's like
my point makes a lot of sense.
It makes no sense at all. The Department of Damage Control. How is the entire antagonist of the story being the Department of Damage Control not making a Marvel show when the Department of Damage Control were the major antagonists of Miss Marvel, which you agree is a Marvel show. They played a major role in Spider-Man No Way Home, and they're going to play an even bigger role in Spider-Man Brand New Day, which comes out later this year. How is that not Marvel? How is the Marvel adjacent not Marvel?
Marvel adjacent.
So Miss Marvel's Marvel adjacent, Spider-Man's Marvel adjacent guy.
We had all the same complaints about Miss Marvel not being enough Miss Marvel.
No, we didn't. No, we did.
Yes, we did. This is revisionist history.
No, we did not.
All right, whatever. Let's move
on. Our problem with Miss Marvel.
Let's move on.
Our problem with Miss Marvel.
I don't care.
My specific problem with Miss Marvel. I don't give a fuck. My problem with Miss Marvel, which you can go and check the VODs, was that I thought it had a strong start, but I thought the plot kind of fell apart and it got a little dry towards the back half, which is the actual problem I've talked about on pretty much every Disney Plus show. It'll have except She-Hulk, which I thought was shit.
Sadot's always right.
Which I thought was shit. No, you can literally check the box.
All right, that's great. Great. All right, let's go.
Chat, tell me.
Nobody cares.
What is my main complaint? You don't care. Chat, what is my...
No, I'm ready to move on, and you do this. You do this where you just like...
I'm talking to chat. What has been my major complaint about pretty much all the Disney Plus shows except for like She-Hulk or Echo, which I thought was completely shit,
or Secret Invasion, let's get a couple other shows off the list.
What does everyone pretty much say? The shows. Well, a lot of the shows, like I'll bring them up. Secret, which I brought up many times. You can check the VODs. You can check all my content when I'm talking about these Marvel shows. What I say about WandaVision, Moon Knight, like the reputation of these shows.
Moon Knight was a Marvel show.
Is that they start off decent and then they get progressively worse.
Yeah.
Moon
Knight is a great Marvel show that needed better writing. I wish they had the writers from this.
They had a good writer, Bo DeMaio. They fucking fired him halfway through.
they've done a terrible job, but like Moon Knight was a Marvel show. Like that's
so was Wonder Man. And my problem was that Miss Marvel, it had nothing to do with it was Miss Marvel enough. I thought the problem was just that the writing, it felt like they didn't have a strong enough script to justify the number of episodes. It felt like they kind of ran out of steam. At no point did I say it didn't feel like a Marvel show. No one, not even you, said it didn't feel like a Marvel show. Some people had some issues with the fact that Kamala didn't have her stretchy powers. Others thought it was a good change, but the complaint was mainly about the writing. They felt like I felt, and many others felt like the show didn't have strong writing all the way through, but people really enjoyed it, myself included, because we thought the casting was perfect. Aman Vellani, perfect. Kamala, her performance was incredible. She steals every scene she's in. Like those were the selling points. But at no point did I say anything about it not feeling like a Marvel show. My complaint was always the writing. It was my same problem with Falcon and Winter Soldier. It was my same problem with WandaVision. I felt
Falcon and the Winter Soldier Marvel show needed better writing, but it's a Marvel show. That was all Marvel.
So was Wonder Man.
Maybe we'll see. Let's see what they do next. I would be more than happy to change my opinion if they tie it in. Wonder Man also not a mutant, so
sad. Doesn't need to be, but sad.
All right. Anyway, what's our next topic?
Next topic, state of play, as Armani brought up recently. The state of play was revealed by not Jeff Grubb this time. NateTheHate was the first one to beat Jeff through it, but most of us assumed that they would pretty sure they Nate left it ambiguous for him to be a mutant in the MCU. That's also technically true. They made it ambiguous, so he very well could be mutant. Like the whole Miss Marvel situation. She was an Inhuman in the comics, obviously, but they changed it to make her a mutant because they finally secured the rights from after buying Fox. But
I do think that I do think Miss Marvel was originally supposed to be a mutant. I think that is an actual thing, but Simon Williams was never a mutant. I think that is the difference, but what does it matter? Who cares? Do whatever they want.
Yeah, they can do it. They can do it. So state of play. Jeff Grubb later would come out and clarify that that he not only did he support NateTheHate's opinion scoop that there is a state of play in February, which Sony pretty much always has at this point, but he said it is happening the week of February 12th, which is coming up very, very soon. It's actually going to be approaching the launch of Marvel Rivals Season 6.5 and the arrival of Elsa Bloodstone, which I'm looking forward to. And this Jeff was saying this could be a decent sized state of play, which I alluded to in my video as well. Just looking at all the games Sony has, because in the past it was like, okay, what is Sony doing, because they didn't have that much. This year they legitimately have a lot of games a lot of games actually to go over. For once, they've got Phantom Blade Zero releasing. They've got Soros. They've got Marvel took on Fighting Souls. They've got Marvel's Wolverine. They're also supposed to be dropping a 2.5D God of War game. That one was leaked last year. Apparently, some executives thought what we're trying to get it to drop in 2025, but the developers realistically were thinking it was always going to be a 2026 release. Then there's also the Horizon multiplayer game, which could be announced as well. So Sony, just looking at their own games, have potentially a lot that they can show off, and that's not even getting into Ghost of Yote, which is supposed to be dropping their Legends mode relatively soon. Marathon, Bungie markets themselves separately. They don't participate in the PlayStation stuff all that often.
I'm trying to get him out.
Oh,
because he is in my spot and will not move.
Jay,
one second, hold on.
Yep, talking with the wife. Yeah, so I wouldn't expect Marathon at the state of play, but yep, that's definitely another project. Probably because
sorry.
Yeah, probably Sony probably will also, in addition to Bungie kind of doing their own thing, separate from Sony events usually. I think Marathon was also supposed to be dropping on Xbox, so they probably aren't going to showcase that one too much. But yeah, that is certainly another Sony game dropping in 2026. So all the people who keep saying, I have nothing to play on my PS5. Well, there you go. You're gonna have something to play on the PS5. So I could easily see this being like a 30+ minute showcase, not even including like the third party stuff.
Armani's gonna get Rise of Hydra gameplay someday. I don't think anybody's been begging for it more than him.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm very excited. I mean, if we're gonna see, because we were talking about that earlier, we don't think there hasn't been a release date yet for Wolverine, has there?
Just fall.
Yeah, so maybe that's what we get finally.
Well, they did. Well, the Somnex said they're going to be revealing more on Wolverine in the spring.
Okay.
So what I think they're going to do, if they do appear at the state of play at all, I think it'll be kind of like what happened with Ghost of Yote, where they're like, oh, by the way, we're going to have a tune in whatever in date in the spring for this dedicated state of play to Marvel's Wolverine. I think that's probably what they'll do.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm definitely here for whatever. I'm afraid I'm gonna be terrible at Tokon. I'm not really that interested in Marathon. I'm gonna be honest. For the same reason I wasn't interested in Arc Raiders, even though it looks great.
Extraction shooters, yeah, not my thing.
They're not my bag. Yeah, I we'll see. What else? I'm sorry, I was a little distracted because Wilson does this. The dogs do this thing where they we have a California king size bed, and they think every square inch of it is theirs. And Wilson would not move, so my wife just needed help getting him off the bed, basically. So
yeah, fortunately I got into the second beta for Tokon Fighting Souls. Pretty fun. I played a lot of I think I enjoyed Doctor Doom the most, gameplay wise. But the next character, thanks to IGN accidentally leaking it, is supposed to be Doctor Strange. So maybe we get that reveal at the state of play for Tokon Fighting, and maybe they announce another beta, or they just finally do the release date.
Yeah, I would hope. I do hope Legends though, because it's been a few months since Yote came out.
Yeah, and I remember they did when they dropped the trailer. I think they said early 2026.
How long after Tsushima came out did Legends drop? Do you remember?
I think it was 2 or 3 months.
Okay. I mean, I feel like we're probably due for it, and they probably planned it out a little bit more. So yeah,
it's probably this month.
That was my game of the year.
Yeah, I think Yote is probably this month. The Legends month. I would expect it either sometime this month or next month. That's like that, and that still falls within that early 2026 window. So I don't think it'll be too much longer. And I'm definitely looking forward to that. Fingers crossed. Jin Sakai is one of the playable characters.
Oh, that would be great.
He would be perfect. He would actually be perfect for the Legends mode.
Yeah, for sure.
Now that he's officially a ghost.
Yeah, I did see something. Speaking of God of War, do we think? I don't know if you. I apologize if I was distracted there. God of War, the Egypt, is that? Do you think? Did you mention that?
No, just the Metroidvania. Yeah, God of War, the God of War Egypt.
Oh no, the Greek is the 2.5. That's what it is. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, the Greek Saga is the 2.5D. Basically their answer to Hollow Knight Silk Song. But God of War, that's basically what that is. Yeah, that was that was leaked last year. It's Greek Saga, and it's supposed to be dropping this year. So I think that's going to be the like how they did Saros and Yose. I think that God of War game is going to be the final world premiere, and then maybe we get one more thing announcing the Wolverine state of play or whatever. But I think they close it with the God of War game. That just makes the most sense. Appreciate the 5. Show that we double down. Yeah, I was actually going crazy on the gameplay announcement. Yeah, Rise of Hydra would be a third party thing. WWE.
I didn't necessarily mean to do this.
Yeah.
It's not popping up on my screen.
Wrestling.
Oh, it is. Oh, it's not on my screen, but somebody just mentioned 2K. We got our cover athlete for WWE 2K, the man, the myth, CM Punk. So that is.
Glad Gabe is enjoying Ragnarok.
How do I get rid of this? Just go back to that. There we go. Wait, I did that wrong. All right.
Good job. Yep,
I had to boom up something. You know what I mean?
Of course. Yeah. In terms of third party stuff, yeah, that would fall under Rise of Hydra, and I don't know. It seems more and more likely that the game is probably delayed again, but we'll see. Like they said that they moved it out of early 2026 and for later in 2026, but later in 2026 still doesn't. They're running into the same problem where that doesn't buy them much time, because they also need to have like a proper marketing cycle. Like early 2026 put it in like the January, February range. Now it's like, okay, you can move it around, but now you have to look at, okay, now where am I targeting? If I'm targeting spring, then I don't really have that much time. You don't really have that much time to market now. So at this point you got to kind of target the summer, or maybe the fall if you're trying to compete with it, if you don't mind competing with Insomniac. But now you're also getting dangerously close to GTA 6, in addition to competing with Phantom Blade Zero and Wolverine if you're in that September range. So I feel like summer should be where they're targeting, in which case they need to kind of start their marketing like now.
Yeah. Do we think GTA 6 is still coming out this year?
That's definitely getting pushed back to 2027. There's no fucking way that game's coming out this year. There's no way.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, when
I saw Schreier say that the game wasn't content complete, I was like, oh, there's no fucking way this is coming out. like that's crazy. Like they even had the audacity to give GTA 6 a release date for last year, for fall of last year, when it wasn't even content. It was still not content complete yet. Like, what are we doing? Like there's, I feel like that game is just nowhere near ready. I feel like it's just not ready. I think it's obviously getting delayed again. Like, there's no way it's not.
Oh man. So as an aside, right now the Boston Bruins are playing the Tampa Bay Lightning in an outdoor game in Tampa. They're playing at the Buccaneers Stadium, which has this giant pirate ship, and everything around, like the extra space where the rink is, everything outside of it looks like it's like a pirate's treasure map, and it looks so sick. And apparently the two goalies just got into a fight. So goalie fights are very rare. So I was just kind of laughing at that, because I kind of peek at Twitter as we go just to see if anything pops up.
I think we just got the idea for the next Marvel Rivals mini game. outdoor hockey.
Yeah, that was dude, hockey is so fun. Dude, Eastwood, have you ever been to a hockey game, bro? I swear to God, if you go to a hockey game, you can never look back.
Appreciate the five. Crimson Desert actually just had another big gameplay deep dive, and I mean, I didn't need any more convincing. I was already, Crimson Desert was near the top of my list of most anticipated games last year before it was delayed, and it's still there. I think now that we have Fable, and we know that Fable is not going to be dog shit this time, I think I'm not putting as much of my hopes on Crimson Desert, but yeah, everything I've seen about Crimson Desert looks like it's going to be fantastic. I just hope the performance holds up.
I'm intrigued. I'm not. I don't know. I'm intrigued. I feel like right now I'm in like a black hole. Like, I've just been doing lots of Marvel Rival streams because like I'm really enjoying Deadpool, but like January is definitely the worst month I've had probably in like 14 years. And I realized I haven't made an actual video in like 2 weeks. I've just been streaming every day, and that's not super sustainable for me. But I don't really have anything else to really do that I think is interesting, and I'm just looking forward to I'm really looking forward to obviously Lego Batman. Like, that is my wheelhouse. But I just wish there were games that were kind of like that, you know? Like, I feel like there's not even anything like that I can like sink my teeth into. So I don't know. That was just an aside.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a Lego drought, unfortunately, for Mr. Shockblast. Yeah, January is always slow in general.
Yeah, no, January is typically the worst month of the year anyway, but like this January is particularly egregious.
Yeah. I just been fortunately had some. I obviously always cover the Marvel stuff every week, and so that's been my That's been my weekly content. I barely streamed. I've been wanting to stream more in 2026, so I'm gonna try to start doing more of that. I kind of wanted to do like a weekly news stream or something like that, where I just react to some stuff and everything like that. But yeah, it's still doing the weekly Rivals content. I have a video I'm planning to drop tomorrow. So I'm still at the superhero stuff. It's because there's going to be a lot of stuff coming this year, superhero wise. You know, Lego Batman. Really excited for obviously Wolverine, but Undefeated Genesis is definitely way at the top of my list. Finally get that Superman experience that WB has deprived us of for so many years right now. It's insane that it's taken an indie studio of 3 guys to give us the Superman game that we've been asking for.
Dude, Eastwood, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think they've even fully explained what the fuck hype is. I don't even like ever get prompted for it. Nobody like it doesn't tell me if I get hyped. Like none of that. Weird.
Watching Captain America for Spider-Man. Haven't seen that. Appreciate the 5. The hype button. The hype button does so is weird. Is weird because when the hype button was first announced, I thought, oh, this was like another useless YouTube feature, like the update they made to the community post, which actually kills your community reach, which is why I'm glad I didn't actually use it. But no, the hype button kind of works as like a separate recommended tool, and it seems like they've kind of reshaped the algorithm around having hype increase your impressions. Even I think that's really the biggest thing, because hype videos have like their own category, but they seem to overall give you just better impressions on your videos. So I started experimenting with asking people to hit the hype button instead of the like button to kind of test, and it seemed like when I encouraged people to do the hype button, I got more impressions on average than when I encourage people to do the like button. So I just been doing the hype as long as they're still pushing it.
Breaking news: Kendrick Lamar has just passed Jay-Z for the most Grammys.
Congratulations to King Kendrick.
26.
20. That's a lot.
Yeah. Jay-Z had 25.
Well,
obviously in the rap category.
Yeah, Jay. It's also been a while since Jay. He's pretty much retired now.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind another Jay-Z album.
I was never a big Jay-Z fan, but I did see him at Fenway Park with Justin Timberlake, and that was a great show. Surprisingly.
I never got to see him live. I did see his wife live. Great show.
Yeah, I seeing it at Fenway Park was kind of cool.
Yeah, I saw
they do like 1 or 2 concerts a year. Back then they did like 1 concert a year. Yeah. They do more now, but
yeah, my one time I had a chance was like, I think it was like a 4th of July thing, and Jay-Z and the Roots were supposed to be performing, but I couldn't get down there. I couldn't get down there in time. But I saw Beyonce at I think what were they calling at the time? It was before it was before Wells Fargo bought it was the Sixers Stadium. It was before Wells Fargo bought it. I think it was it First Union? It was one of those evil banks. Yeah. Somebody had it before Wells Fargo, and that's when I saw it. But I was a huge Jay-Z fan when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I was a Lauryn Hill, Bone Thugs and Harmony, the Fugees, kind of Run DMC kind of guy. Then when I moved out of Philly, I got introduced to Jay-Z, my friends, and I became a huge fan of Jay. But then I started getting more into Nas, and then when I found Lupe, he became my favorite rapper, and I put Jay-Z to the side. To the side.
Yeah.
Lupe's the best. But
I think Jay-Z started to like break just as I kind of phased out of hip hop a little bit. So I never was like, I was obviously aware, and knew some of his hits, but when I saw him live, which was like 12 years ago at this point, I don't think I realized I knew as much of his work as I did, because I would hear like he would play a song like, oh, I didn't realize that was Jay-Z kind of thing.
The Jay-Z had a crazy run. Like he was kind of every. He was kind of every. Like it's crazy. Like I've seen this on Twitter. It's just shows just how just uneducated the TikTok generation is. But there were people legitimately trying to make the argument on Twitter that Jay-Z was like a local artist, and I'm like, brother, he had
25 Grammys speaks for itself.
25 Grammys, more number ones than nearly every artist in history. Number one albums, like the only artists like that are in the same conversation as him in terms of number of albums is like what the Beatles, Michael Jackson, Taylor Swift, and Drake.
Yeah.
Drake. Like, what are you talking about, Lo? Like, it's just crazy how just dumb people are.
It's kind of weird because like there's this generation that like swears LeBron's the GOAT, and he's definitely top 5, but like
he'll never be the GOAT.
I just will never accept that either. But the Patriots social media does like these things with all the players, and I was just like, I don't remember which one it was, but it was like who's the GOAT or something, and just like the amount of players that were walking by and their answer was LeBron was like baffling. I'm like, oh my god.
Ugh. No, it's ever. I saw a YouTube short that exemplified one of the many reasons why LeBron will never be the GOAT. It was a short talking about the I think I forgot whose podcast it was, but they were talking about that All-Star game when Kobe, it was like at the end where Kobe slapped the floor and was guarding LeBron and was like, and wanted him to take him one-on-one, because it's like, and he was explaining like how it's kind of tradition in the All-Star game where the best players have that moment where they go one-on-one to kind of like pass the torch type shit, and Kobe like looked at LeBron and was because LeBron was supposed to be the guy coming up, and Kobe was like, all right, young fella, slap the floor, let's see what you got, let's give it a show, and lock up, last play of the game. And what does LeBron do? He passes the fucking ball because he's a little bitch. He would as soon I was like, yeah, he would never be the GOAT because Jordan when it was Jordan's turn, he took a challenge. All the real greats took the challenge, and LeBron just passed the ball because that's who LeBron. That's just who LeBron is. Curry is taking that challenge. He's shooting it right in Kobe's face. Like Victor Wembanyama is taking that challenge. He's shooting it right in your face. LeBron just never had that killer instinct, and that's fine, except for the fact that he has just a massive ego, and he just fucking pisses me off.
I don't even think I understand that last one, Armani.
What is if you don't know your favorite rappers, you like the new ones like Juice WRLD, NLE Chopper, Louis Vert, Quavo, Pop Smoke. Oh, you're one of those rap fans. Okay. I see you. I'm not a fan of NLE Chopper, but he did have some funny stuff on YouTube. But I got into Juice WRLD after he died, and he actually has some really good music.
I'll get back to LeBron in a second, but there's no point in having the Hall of Fame if if Belichick doesn't get in. And I didn't lose sleep over it, but I lost my shit over it because, what happened? My screen went blank. All right, I'm still here.
They didn't let him into the Hall of Fame?
He missed getting in on his first try by 1 vote. And it's absolutely ludicrous. The people that didn't vote for him are the people he beat. And they are absolute man babies.
Cheaters don't deserve it. He deserves to wait.
They're all. He did not cheat. There's no cheating. Absolutely not. Like nobody. Like first of all, one of the Deflate Gate was absolutely proven to be false by every report and by middle school science. And Spygate was I have the best. I don't know if I have it on my computer, but like there's an image of exactly why Spygate was not a thing. The problem was you're allowed to film here, but not here. And that was it. Like everybody's like, oh, but he filmed the Rams practice. No, he didn't. That was a lie by a disgruntled ex-employee, and the Boston Globe had to retract it. So bitter old men who couldn't beat him. There is no point in that's like Bill Belichick not getting into the Hall of Fame is like Michael Jordan not getting in the Hall of Fame. He did not steal a playbook from Philadelphia. Absolute fucking lies. And like like every team that like signs a player the week that was on a practice squad the week they're playing that team. Come on, shut up. Babies, a bunch of babies, couldn't beat him.
I'm personally happy Belichick didn't get in because fuck Boston.
Another baby.
Fuck Boston.
Exactly. At least you can say that's why. They're trying to pretend there's some other reason. No,
it's because he's a cheater and fuck Boston.
No, he did not cheat. He did. Jimmy Johnson came out this week and said everybody did the same thing. So I want to fucking hear it. Like fucking.
So he's a cheater. Okay, good.
No, if everybody's doing the same thing, it's just you got caught. Like literally, they literally had just changed the rule. He was just filming in the wrong location. That's all Spygate was. Yeah. Like,
he's a cheater. Yeah.
Well, yes, I guess he's a cheater the same way you're a cheater if you like goaltend.
Yeah, you're cheating.
Technically cheating.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to LeBron real quick. I think I saw something this week where he was trying to insinuate that the guys in the 80s couldn't play in today's NBA.
Oh God, we're doing this again.
Yeah.
Why don't you just shut the fuck up and go back to watching golf? Like Jesus Christ, bro, just retire. Like what? Yeah. Like you're bringing your whole team down, literally. Like the reason the Lakers can't make any real deals during the deadline is because LeBron opted in to his $50 million contract. Like they can't do anything.
All-star LeBron James.
Yeah, I saw that. I knew they were going. I knew they were going to sneak him out. I'm sure LeBron has some blackmail material or something still because
he knows who's on the Epstein list.
Yeah, I mean a lot. Well, we know a lot more people on this list now thanks to the latest dump. Crazy how many Epstein files there are considering. We were told by the FBI director that there weren't any under oath. Yeah. Weird how that happens, but yeah, we all know LeBron didn't deserve to be an All-Star reserve. Like he didn't get the votes.
Lifetime Achievement Award.
You give that to him when he's retiring. Like that's the other annoying thing. Like,
do you think he's actually not retiring?
He's not retiring. Like that's what fucking annoys me. Like he's playing at least one more year. Don't give him a pity vote to the All-Star game. Save it for when he's on his official retirement tour. Like he's clearly planning to play another year. He basically just opted in out of spite because he didn't like that the Lakers made Luka Doncic their priority instead of the 40-year-old. Like he's such a diva.
He's not even listed in the league leaders in scoring. But he should be. I think he should be somewhere like 26th.
Yeah, he's not top 10, he's not top 15. He's also been statistically one of the worst defenders in all of basketball. Like he does not deserve to be an All-Star reserve.
Jaylen Brown 4th. It sounds like Tatum's not going to play this year. which I'm indifferent on. I don't think anybody expected the Celtics to be so good. I don't want them to rush back and get hurt.
I just need to rush back. Like this is Celtics can ride this out, see how they do with Jaylen Brown as a guy. I'm guessing they'll probably try to make a deal at the deadline to improve their center position.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm fine with them just rolling with what they got. I've really enjoyed this kid Hugo Gonzalez, or is it Rodriguez? I don't know. The kid we drafted. And they've just been playing the kids, and I know that Simon's a free agent. I don't know that I really want them to trade him. He's been scoring off the bench.
Yeah, I liked him when he was in Portland. I'm glad he's getting another shot because he was kind of stuck playing behind like Dame and CJ. It was like kind of a weird, like an awkward situation because we just had so many of the same guard, and he couldn't really, get his feet wet there. So it was like awkward. So it was nice that he's getting an opportunity to kind of showcase a little what he can do when he's the lead guard.
Where do you think Giannis is going?
I think he's going to Miami, which is obviously Cope. I think, but to be fair, Miami has one of the better deals, and Giannis reportedly does want to go to Miami. I'm sure Pat Riley will fuck this up somehow, but as he always does. But we do have a competitive package. We could get up to 4 first-round picks. We've got expiring contracts. Rozier, Norman Powell. We've got intriguing young players like Khalil Ware. I'm sure Milwaukee would be happy to get him back. Obviously, we can throw in Tyler Hero if need be. We have the pieces to put together one of the better packages for Giannis, because I don't think the market is as big as you would think, because not only just because of his age and injury history, but because of him basically being an expiring contract. Like you're not, like, it's basically like kind of the Kawhi situation with the Raptors where it's like they took a swing on him because it's like, okay, this might be a 1-year rental, but we think we get a championship out of it, and fortunately they got a championship out of it. But most teams aren't going to want to make a big push for Giannis if they think he's just going to walk in free agency. So that kind of limits him to basically like four teams that they think he'll want to play for long term, which is like Miami, the Knicks, Golden State, Spurs.
I don't think the Spurs should do it, man. They got a good core. They're doing like, are they like the best record or in the West? Or
I think last I checked, they were the number 2 seed, which is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like you just gotta let those kids grow together and just have a monster for a decade. I don't really think that putting Giannis next to, putting him next to Wemby is crazy, but
yeah, I don't think they need, like, I wouldn't. My issue is that I don't think they need to, or if they're going to make a swing, I don't think Giannis is the guy.
Yeah,
because I think because of his age and his durability, and I'm not sure exactly what the package would be, because I don't think they should give up Castle.
Yeah, I saw
definitely not Harper. Definitely not Harper.
Right. I think that's who I saw in some of the rumors. I'm like, I think there's like both of them actually.
Yeah, no fucking way.
Yeah, like it seems like the offer, like people are pretending is a real thing for San Antonio, is like significantly more than Miami, and I don't understand why they would have to give up so much if Miami is giving up. Like, where I know is it looks really good. Hero's not a bad player, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, man. Like, if that's your big star for Giannis. Like I've seen the Red Sox make some stupid trades for some great players like Mookie Betts and have nothing to show for it. And I don't think a Hero would be nothing to show for it, but I feel like you got to like get a better headliner.
I mean, I don't think they're getting much of a headliner because again, they're really not in an advantageous position because of the fact that Giannis can call his own shots, but that also limits what kind of the leverage, because remember how little it took to get Bradley Beal, for example, when he still had trade value, because he had that no trade clause. Giannis effectively can soft veto any trade by saying, yeah, I'm not re-signing with you. Like, I'm only going here or here. Like that's kind of just what it is. And I don't think Spurs are going to make that big of an offer. Honestly,
Yeah.
I think it's
because they don't have to,
Yeah, they're in it because if they were like, because they're not desperate. Like they're overperforming. They have a very young core. Like I think they're looking at it like this is just Giannis would like put them over the top this year, but they're kind of looking at it long term, and I think they would definitely be wise to like kind of take a step back, because unless they could get it for like dirt cheap, like relatively, right. I would do, like if I were them, I would do like the most I would give up in a Giannis trade, if I'm San Antonio, is De'Aaron Fox. Just mainly to make the salary work. Otherwise, I'd package in like salary filler, like Harrison Barnes.
You'd
Bunch
have to send Harrison Barnes just because
for
taking his spot.
Yeah,
bunch of salary.
Yeah, bunch of first round picks, maybe Keldon Johnson. I'm not throwing in Castle or Dylan Harper. There's no fucking way. Right. Like, there's absolutely no shot. I'm doing that. So that's why and the Warriors package is like all their picks, pretty much all their picks, and like Jimmy Butler's contract.
Yeah, and Kuminga.
Jonathan Kuminga.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like, and the Knicks don't have shit, honestly. They're because the Knicks could have had the best package if they did.
Cat.
Yeah, but I
think I've seen like Cat and OG.
Yeah, like if you're the Bucks,
why would you want that?
Yeah. Like you're trying to rebuild. Actually, a sneaky pick is Portland, actually, because I did hear Giannis might be willing to play in Portland, but they also have like a sneaky package, because not only they have expirings, great young talent, draft picks, they have Milwaukee. They have some of Milwaukee's draft picks, which Milwaukee is going to want if they're going to trade Giannis and rebuild.
Right.
Like trading for like Cat and OG is basically like, oh, you want to be a borderline playing team for the next next several years with all your money tied up into these two players. Like which is not really what they want. So I feel like Portland is like a dark horse, but Miami, honestly, not to be biased, I think Miami has the best offer currently for Giannis, mainly because of the factors of like his expiring contract and how he doesn't want to play for that many teams. Could be so. Not cope this time. And again, I'm sure Pat Riley will find some way to fuck it up because he always does. It would be a Pat Riley run team if we didn't fuck up a major acquisition because of his ego. But on paper, Miami does, in my opinion, does have the best current Giannis trade package. But we'll see how it all plays out this Thursday. I don't think he'll be. Yeah,
Is that when
the
the
deadline
trade
is.
deadline? Oh, that's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
That seems early.
Yeah. It's time flies. Yeah, it's already here. First NBA All-Star to be down with dementia. That's mean. LeBron doesn't have dementia. Sciatica, yes. But his as far as I know, his mind is still one of the sharpest in the games. Just not his defense. His defense is still absolute dog water. Speaking of dog water, a lot of people had a lot to say about Highguard after it was revealed at the Game Awards, and Jeff Keighley definitely owes them an apology, but to be fair, he has quadrupled down, and and fair to him. I played Highguard on launch day. I played Highguard after launch day, and I played it when they added the surprise 5v5 update. And I gotta say, I had way more fun playing Highguard than I did playing Concord.
I mean, that's not saying much.
Not a low bar, but I think it's legitimately a fun game. I do think I see the potential in it. I think for me personally, my biggest issue right now is just that the hero abilities feel kind of dog shit right now.
Yeah, I did play launch day. Greek was in my chat and said you were playing, and he was trying to play, and I was like, ooh, well, I've got people here, and I was because we were talking about linking up. Did Greek end up playing with you on launch day?
I didn't end up playing with it. I didn't even play with anybody. No, I couldn't.
Oh, because I was like, oh, you should. Or if Sadot's not playing with anybody, you should play with him. And that'll just make it easier for everyone. That way, we don't have to like worry about like shuffling and figuring it out when we were live. Because obviously the servers were kind of dookie on launch day.
Extremely.
But I agree with everything you said. I see the potential. I don't see this game lasting. I think I think 5v5 was something that was like content for down the line, and they had to like hit the panic button because of how like terribly things kind of got going. Like, it's been a constant drop every day. And I can't imagine many people have actually spent money on the game.
I don't know about the money, but the player numbers have actually surprisingly not gone down. They've actually been pretty steady. I
think they went back up this weekend. Well, I mean, the Steam charts anyway.
Yeah, we obviously don't know the console numbers, but which probably are higher. But the Steam numbers, we knew it wasn't going to stay at like 90,000 current players.
Yeah, it went all the way down to like in the tens.
Yeah, it dropped down below that, but then it surged and has been pretty much averaging between 10 to 15,000 consistently, which is definitely enough for them to last. The question is because they are a small studio, they actually mentioned this, that they don't need like huge player counts in order to maintain the game, the benefits of not being a bloated AAA studio.
Yeah,
but they definitely do need, and it's good that they seem to have found an audience. Like the review scores have shot up once people, because surprisingly most of the negative reviews were from bad faith review bombers, like who had 10 minutes on the game, and like the reviews for people who actually play the game like multiple hours is positive, and the overall scores has shot up from overwhelmingly negative to mixed. I think if they just keep improving performance, improve the weapons, mainly improve the hero abilities, I think they are going to have, obviously they're not going to have anything competing with like Overwatch or anything like that or Rivals, but I think they're going to have carve their own little niche as long as they're able to improve the gameplay, and maybe there's potential for more if they add like a PvE mode or something. But I do think the abilities are the main issue right now.
I would say I would go back if they added a PvE mode. I'm not interested in going back. I didn't even go back for 5v5. I heard it was better. I don't think it's a bad game. I don't think it's the right game for me. Yeah. I feel like the stuff you do in between the fights is boring. It's like nowhere near as interesting as Apex Legends. And
I hate the mining mini game. They need to take that out.
Yeah. I'm also not a seek and destroy player, and I feel like that's what the rating is it's basically just seek and destroy kind of, where you have to go arm the bomb and then so it's just a take on that in a way. I've never enjoyed that game mode like in Call of Duty or any other version of it, or like what is it, Siege, Rainbow Six Siege?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, so that's kind of like not my style. So like the caveat is Mad 'cause bad and not my game style. I thought the graphics would be better though. Like I felt the graphics were very disappointing to me. Like it looked beautiful in the trailer, but I thought they felt pretty 2020, like
I think the problem is more so, and there was definitely some like performance related issues like with the resolution, but I think the bigger issue is just the art direction. I think that's the bigger problem.
That was like the most interesting part to me. And that's what, like, when I saw the trailer, I was like, oh, that looks really cool.
Like what I mean is that like you don't need to have a game that's like great in terms of fidelity if you understand, like if you design the characters a certain way, if you have an understanding of lighting, for example, like Marvel Rivals, for example, it's not photorealistic, but it's a beautiful game.
Yeah,
because they made a bold, interesting choice with their art direction by kind of combining this like kind of cell shaded anime inspired look to like kind of really bring the characters to life. They have exaggerated proportions, really slick lighting and stuff like that, so it looks like a beautiful game. Like Clair Obscur, very very much not a great game in terms of pure graphic fidelity, like just comparing like pure raw graphic power. Like Suicide Squad, if you look at the cutscenes, looks much better than Clair Obscur, when you look at the facial expressions and stuff like that. But Clair Obscur looks 100 times better because of the really cool stuff they did with how they designed the characters, how they played with colors and lighting, like stuff like that. And I feel like that was the issue with Highguard. It doesn't have like insane graphic fidelity, and it also doesn't have a particularly interesting look. It looks a bit like they have some of the characters look really cool. A few of the characters look cool, but the overall aesthetic looks a little generic, especially the guy on the cover. Like, I don't know why they made him the cover guy. They're calling him Genericus.
Well, did you see that Dell did some work on that? One of the characters.
I wonder which one. Like my favorite is the woman with the mask.
I think that's what it was. With the eagle.
Yeah, I think that's she's the one that can summon spirits to and a tree monster. The sand girl is also the one with the sand powers. She's also really cool. I really like her design as well.
It's the one that had the eagle. He didn't do the final design, but they worked off of his design. He tweeted something about it.
Yeah. Like all the characters don't look bad, but I think the overall general graphic style, like it would be more interesting if maybe they went full cell shaded, or just went in like a kind of different direction, like to give it more of an identity instead of kind of like generic Unreal Engine 5, type of vibe. I think it would have resonated more. But yeah, I think the game has some staying power. I don't think it's going to ever be like a huge thing, but unless they just cook with a new game mode, like they definitely need more game modes. And we'll see. There's supposed to be a new rank supposed to be coming up. I don't think that's going to move the needle much. We'll see what they add later in the year. But I think in a year I'll tap back. I'll keep an eye on. It's like a game I'll pop in on whenever they have a new update to see what it's cooking, because I do see some potential. But there's going to be so many games this year that I think it's going to kind of get swept to the side when things really start getting.
That's definitely what I'm afraid of. Obviously every game is going to have that initial burst, especially a free game that anybody can try that had some,
I mean, it would help, but it doesn't even need to be a Gooner game. Like Deadlock, for example, which dropped a big update the same week Highguard came out. I think the same day Highguard came out. Deadlock isn't a Gooner game, but if you look at it, it looks incredible. Like just in terms of the art style, the way they design the characters in the world, looks really unique. Stands out. Looks like something you want to learn more about and hop into. All the characters have really cool, unique designs. They have kind of that like self-shaded art style, but in like this kind of neo-noir steampunk world. It's really cool to look at, and I think that and they did it without pandering to the Gooners. so they're just more interesting ways. Like Borderlands has a very distinct identity with with the way that design their games. Dispatch, the Telltale games, like all these games have like their like these unique identities with the way they do their art style and their art direction. That is very important. One of the reasons why people still glaze Batman Arkham Knight is because, and Arkham City is because the game still looks great all these years later, because the designers at Rocksteady had a great understanding of lighting and it had fantastic art direction, so that the game still holds up, even 10 years later visually. That's the important thing.
Speaking of Dispatch, what do you think of the big controversy this week?
I mean, it's Nintendo. We knew they were going to censor more stuff than was already censored. That didn't surprise me at all. Like I think as long as the core of the game is still intact, it's fine. Which apparently is the case. But yeah, I knew this game was definitely not family friendly enough for Nintendo to leave alone. Like, it was just no way.
The weird thing though is like, and I'm not taking any sides here. I read their statement and I'm like, all right, I mean, that sounds fair enough. And I started reading the comments and people are like, fuck you should have just had 2 SKUs. Obviously there should have just been 1 SKU for Japan, where the actual problem is, and then 1 for everywhere else. And I'm like, I don't know about all that, but
that sounds fucking dumb.
Apparently that's what they did on PlayStation.
But I think if you want the uncensored, if you want to see the uncensored stuff, go on YouTube
I think if you want to see the uncensored version, get an adult console.
Or get a PlayStation and not Nintendo slop, or play on your PC. I have no sympathy for Switch 2 users. I was like, glad just be happy you get to play Dispatch, one of the best games.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I was reading what the controversy was. I'm like, oh my god, dude, you can literally see boobs anywhere. Like, who cares?
Yeah, literally.
Or you can literally, like, whatever censoring is happening, you can see anywhere else. I cannot imagine this really affects your gameplay that much.
Yeah, seriously, it's fucking up. If you really want to see, there's countless playthroughs of Dispatch online where you can see the uncensored scenes. Like it doesn't matter. Just play the fucking game.
Yeah. I do not care about what they're doing in Tamagotchi life, Geo. Like, for the 1000th time, like, literally don't care.
I still don't even know what it is.
I'm gonna like not play the game just because he won't shut up about it. He's like ruining it for me, because it's like every 5 words out of his mouth. And I understand he's a good kid, but Jesus Christ, get a hobby.
Tamagotchi, is this supposed to be like the TikTok generation's version of the Tamagotchi from when I was a kid, at least.
I do not think so. I think you
you're
like
still
create
adult.
your little Nintendo characters and it's like I don't know.
From what I remember, it was like this little handheld game thing, and you had your little Tamagotchi character, and you raised them, and you had to take care of them virtually, or they would die.
No, I don't think it's quite that. Gio described it as like kind of like The Sims or something, but so yeah, I ain't no way.
You create your own character, make an island, like so it's just The Sims with Animal Crossing visuals. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't sound. Yeah, if I was going to play a life sim, it doesn't sound like it would be that.
Yeah. Like begging me to do a reaction video to it. Little does he know, I will absolutely tank it on purpose, like just for the sake of
Jay is a petty man.
Proving a point. I'm being a grumpy old man on this one, Gio.
To be fair, when isn't Jay a grumpy old man?
Not always, but
only 90% of the time.
What do you think of the new Marvel Rivals map?
I think it's really cool, actually, in terms of, I think it's one of the better maps when it comes to Easter eggs. Practically speaking, I've played it a couple of times. For some reason, I only ever get to play it on defense.
That was us yesterday. Today, like we almost only played it on offense.
Literally have never got to play it on attack yet, but I do like it. I do like the map tactically in terms of different positions. So it's actually a really good map for flankers. But I think the way they design the cart is kind of stupid, and I hope they change that. Like, you have to apparently be like inside of it.
Yeah, I hate that. That's really the only thing I don't like. There are also some like doorways kind of that you go through that have like kind of shields that you have to like shoot through, and I hate that. That's like the only thing on the map I don't like, because like I'll be trying to heal somebody and they'll walk through that doorway. I'm like, oh, can't heal you anymore without like shooting out the door. Yeah. So like I don't love that, but I actually think it's probably my favorite map.
Yeah, I think it's
like I just
really
love playing on it.
I think even though I have no idea what it's like on attack, I think it's a good. I think as far as the defensive map goes, it's pretty good. I played the last time I played, I had Penny, and it was and I had some really good spots to set up and hold choke. So it was pretty good time.
Yeah, I've been very greedy the last couple of days with Deadpool. I've been able to like basically solely play Deadpool because I'm trying to get him to champion, and I've really been enjoying it. I had a few MVPs, playing with some really good people too. So let me just tell you about my ranked play this season. I am 0-6 in my placement matches.
Oh,
and 4 of those matches.
Last I checked, you were 0-5.
No, I'm 0-6, and 4 of those matches were with Greek and Liam. And like, I just do not understand. I played 2 by myself. I was not the issue. I was not the anchor. I was complaining about how dog shit my teammates were. Like, no. I was more like, there's no reason that any team with me, Liam, and Greek should lose. But like, we had the worst teammates.
How many games did I lose together? 3?
I don't know. We lost 4 together.
6, 7, 4.
Yeah, I'm 0-6, and I got to the point where I was like, you know what, guys, I don't know what to do, man. Tonight's just not the night. Like,
those games must have been dog shit. If even playing with Liam and Greek, you couldn't.
Dude, they are like, again, and I was not the anchor on those teams either. You know, like I was at worst the third worst player or third best player, whatever. But yeah.
I soloed on my alt account, and I think I won like 60% of the games, but it was the match quality was noticeably bad. But I played that on launch day. So
yeah, I honestly like. I used to feel like, oh, I don't really want to play rank that high because I'm probably not gonna be good. Now I'm like, no, motherfucker, I can absolutely play in diamond. Like, obviously certain characters, but like if I'm Cloak and Dagger, I can absolutely be an asset to pretty much any team. And probably Moon Knight, but
Cloak and Dagger players will never beat the allegations.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
I actually saw there's actually a viral clip going on Twitter right now.
I saw that.
Of that Cloak and Dagger. You see that Cloak and Dagger player?
Yeah, it was brutal.
They instead of just waiting and alting the point, they alted all the way to the enemy spawn to try to stop the Doctor Strange portal.
Yeah.
They thought Cole could interrupt the Strange portal.
These people aren't real.
And it was the worst part about it was that it was a celestial lobby.
Oh my god!
Like it's not even it's not. It wasn't silver. It wasn't like people were asking. It was this silver? It was a celestial 2 lobby. So which underscores your point, Jay. It doesn't matter how high you climb. Unfortunately the way the system is designed, there are just a bunch of play. You're just going to have a lot of games where it feels like people are in ranks that they don't belong in because that's how it was designed. It was designed to reward playtime over actual skill, and they haven't really done a proper reset. The placement system didn't really address that because it doesn't place you based on your performance. It places you based on whether or not your team wins or loses, which is not how placements are supposed to work. So,
right.
And then on top of that, they don't punish throwers really at all. So I think all of that is kind of just resulted in like a much worse quality of matches in general, particularly in ranked.
Yeah, I've been pretty annoyed, like, because I just was like, all right, for my first match, I was like, I just want to go in there and see what I got. Maybe I'll get into a team with 5 really good players, and even if I'm the weak link, I can do enough to get us there. But I was legitimately like the second best player on the team.
You sweet summer child.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just was like, damn. But I don't know what I'm gonna do for the last 4. I don't like. I would like to get back with like Liam and Greek or something like that, but like at the same time, I don't want their shit to suffer if we get like stuck in my bad luck.
I've been dragging my feet, and Greek was busy with his own tournament this weekend. But I'll probably duo with Greek at some point.
Where are you at right now?
Get my 10. I haven't played any matches yet. They started me at a recommended plat 1. So if I win my games, I'll be in like diamond something.
Yeah, well, I'm at plat 2 now after my 6-game losing streak. So I started at diamond 3. So I mean, up to you, but I'm certainly available. Which Deadpool category is most fun? I love playing heal pool personally, and heal pool is the best way to up your proficiency.
That is correct. I like playing tank pool. I when I first saw the trailer, I thought tank pool would be the best, and so far that turned out to be true. I think tank pool is the best pool, and I have the most fun playing him. Heal pool, I have the most fun when I'm playing 18v18 because you can just farm proficiency so easily with it, and it's and I do enjoy him on support. I pretty much I think he's even better in triple support. I think he's my favorite to play in triple support in particular. But I like the fact that he basically has constant uptime on his healing. So like when I'm on heal pool, I'm not really that worried when a daredevil or someone dives, because on another character I'd be like, okay, we gotta lock in, we gotta get Diddy. But when I'm on heal pool, I'm just gonna throw my icon and shoot you in the face, and go into sword mode and just bounce on your head and cut you up while healing my other support. Like you're not going to do anything. Like you can't dive me unless you have like 3 people with you. It's just not happening.
Yeah, I've been doing. I really love, like, I think triple support with heal pool is awesome because, like, obviously you're doing, you could be, that middle, kind of like cloak and dagger, where like if you want to be aggressive in a triple support, you can go cloak a lot, and Deadpool has that. And I don't know, he's everything I could have hoped he would be, and he's absolutely my favorite character. I think he is about to already pass Moon Knight for my number 1 most played character already.
That would make sense because I think the other good thing I like about heal pool is that it's kind of really hard to be shit at him, because like with cloak and dagger, one of the problems is that you're choosing between healing and damage, and which requires you to have some IQ, which unfortunately many cloak dagger players don't. But with heal pool, pretty much all of his abilities heal while also doing damage, so they make it so that you kind of just can't fuck it up. Obviously, I played with some heal pool players that did manage to fuck that up and should not be able to heal, but it's very hard to do. Just if you just press your abilities, you're going to heal, even accidentally.
I've just, honestly, like I said, everything I could have hoped for. Absolutely my main, and I'm basically just gonna play him until I get him to level 70. So
to be fair, triple support is annoying as shit to play against, but they definitely needed to address it. But I think I don't know, the game just has a lot there. I think at this point I'm just looking forward to the PvE content. They said they're going to make big investments in PvE this year after the success of zombies, and I kind of just think that's kind of the best solution. I think hopefully at some point they fixed rank and finally properly balanced the game. But if they don't, and they just add some really good PvE content that I can just consistently play instead, and they update it, I'll be fine just not doing that. Because like when they had the Ultron Battle Matrix, I was fine just not playing the 6v6 at all, because I was really enjoying it. If we had like a proper PvE content that's like replayable and actually had updates to it, I would just play that instead, honestly. I just don't, at this point I'm just not. I just think that at this point it just is what it is. Like the system is just the rank. I think rank just always going to feel ass in this game, just mainly large part because of the community. But it's just going to take such an overhaul in order to turn it around that I don't think it's ever going to get to a point where people are just going to be happy and satisfied. Like there's not going to be a time where you're just consistently playing games, especially if you're solo queuing, where it's like, oh man, my teammates feel like they know what they're doing. We're calming. Like it's never going to happen. Like it would take too much to overhaul it, and they're already like kind of stretched thin, I think, because of having to make content every month.
Is it just me, or the like I've got this and it's not coming up on the screen, like on the stream?
It's coming up for me.
I see it. Oh wait, am I not live? What's going on? No. Oh, I see it now. Okay. All right. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, you being bad at heal pool is definitely your problem. Heal pool is kind of busted. Like tank pool is really strong, but you have to understand, you have to be able to aim, you have to use your abilities well, and have your knowledge and position and everything like that, and obviously do the right upgrade path. Heal pool, I feel like is just a lot easier. He kind of just plays himself. So if you're struggling on heal pool, that's definitely a pretty big skill issue. I think he's actually one of the easier supports to pick up and play. It's not really that demanding. The only thing demanding really is you have to aim to, if you're trying to heal with your pistols, but the main way you want to heal is with the icon throw and the Deadpool in your area anyway. You're just really just trying to farm your ult as fast as possible. So it's not even like that. But yeah, it's definitely a skill issue. You just need more practice. Maybe watch some people that are good at them. See what
I hate to break it to you, Gio. Buns is spelled with a Z. You're doing it wrong.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like always look at it like this. If Jay is succeeding at something, especially in a video game, and you're not,
Do you issue?
Really reevaluate, understand what's happening, because it's definitely achievable. You just got to lock in. Like you just got to lock. It really is that simple. You just
because you're not that good, Ski.
It is what it is. You're just not that good at the character. So it really is that simple. It's okay. You have time to get better at the character, but that is the core issue. You're
just D3.
You're not good. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the new Elsa Bloodstone. Actually, did you see Danny tease 4 new characters?
I saw like something Beta Ray Bill related pop up, but I didn't feel like that was what did he tease?
It wasn't that. Danny, our fearless leader, put up a tweet on his, and he was asking a poll question, but the point of the poll question was to include heroes. He said, most likely to charge first into a battle and fence off rivals in Marvel Rivals. The poll, and he had Sister Grimm, Morgan Le Fay, Wiccan, and Clea as the choices. And Wiccan overwhelmingly won the poll. But
yeah,
very clearly teasing some potential mystical magic heroes that they.
Why didn't you just call her Nico?
Yeah. I feel like Nico would have got way more votes
if they put Nico
instead of Sister Grimm.
Yeah. I would vote Nico personally on that list.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously the way he worded it is weird, but like I would, if you were going to give me a choice, I would go Nico, Wiccan, Clea, Morgan.
Yeah, pretty much. Is that where I would go? I love Nico and Midnight Suns.
I don't think we're gonna get all 4 of them though.
No, I mean eventually, depending on how long Marvel lasts. I think we're going to eventually get everybody.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be a long way. Oh my god, the way you do I'm is so fucking stupid, Ski. It drives me insane. Brother.
That is definitely unique. I've never seen it. Yeah, it's I.
Drives me absolute insane. Dude, I want to talk to your English teacher and I want her to fail you.
To be fair, the American education system is notoriously terrible.
Yeah.
And it's only gotten worse.
Indeed.
Don't care. I mean, who needs to learn grammar when you can just have ChatGPT do it,
Yeah. I bet you're not going to do it more. Bet you're going to find out real quick.
F around and find out.
Yeah, I bet you're going to find out how much I do not enjoy that sentence. Real quick.
Don't push him. Jay will do it. But I think we can wrap it up for this week. I want to get back to watching my anime and then finishing up my video for tomorrow. Appreciate everyone joining us for another great edition of the Aftershow Podcast. Had a lot of fun talking about Jay being wrong about Wonder Man and
so wrong about it being such a fantastic show, a 10 out of 10 TV show.
I believe you said 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10 Marvel show, 10 out of 10 TV show.
I'll make sure to clip that out of context, and
I'm sure you will.
So he called it a 7/10, and said that it should have been a white actor, specifically Matt Damon, instead of Yateen.
That is very out of context. So literally said give Yaya the Emmy, and he's going to get a lot of really great show opportunities out of it. But
doesn't matter because if I put it on Twitter, that's all people are going to
say. I understand that, and you know what? I'm just going to take the engagement at this point. Mute tweet, farm engagement.
Boom. That is the strategy. Well, we'll catch y'all next week. Next
week is the Super Bowl.
Next week is this? Wait, is the Super Bowl?
Yeah. Next Sunday is the Super Bowl.
I've not been.
If you want to do it earlier in the day, maybe, but I will not be available.
I have not been following football at all.
During the hours of the Super Bowl. Do you even know who's playing?
I have no fucking idea. I literally had no fucking idea.
Well, you have not woken up out of a coma, okay? Because the Super Bowl is being played by the Seattle Seahawks against the New England Patriots.
Oh, well, I hope it gets canceled. So we'll see you the week after next for actually that should be State of Play, the 6.5 stuff. So yeah, there's going to be a lot to talk about when we get back from break. I hope the Patriots lose by 40. Praying for it, in fact. We'll catch y'all next time. I'm Sadot the Gamer.
I am not Casual Avenger.
Zip it up and zip it out. Peace, my naysayers.